talk a little bit about the early history of golf within the Philippines, targeting the 1800s to early 1900s, the early years, the British and American influence years. Let's start us off with 1886, the first swings. Golf was introduced to the Philippines by British railroad workers during the last years of the Spanish colonial periods. These expatriates, employed by the Manila Railroad Corporation, built the game with it. Now, since there was no formal courses, they created a three-hole course in a rice paddies just south of the town we call Intramuros, the walled city of Manila. This formal or informal course was small but significant enough to eventually grow into a major part of the country's sporting landscape. Then in 1901, we saw the founding of the first golf club, Manila Golf Club. This transition to American rule, the game began to formulate. In 1901, a nine-hole course was built just adjacent to a railroad station in Caloocan, which led to the formation of the Manila Golf Club. This club became the country's first organized golf institute for many years. However, it was an exclusive club for colonialists, with Filipinos barred from membership. This eventually led to major shifts in the local golf scene. In 1907, saw the oldest existing golf course, while Manila, birthplace of the organization of golf, the oldest consistent existing golf course is in Southeast Asia, and that course is called Iloilo Golf and Country Club. It was formerly known as Santa Barbara Golf Course. It was established in 1907 by a group of Scottish, and they were working on the railroads, eventually building a nine-hole course that was a significant hub for British and Scottish immigrants, and eventually opening doors to Filipinos in the 1920s. It's amazing history. Its historical value is great and has been recognized by the National Historical Institute. And then in 1913, we saw the first Filipino Open. The year was 1913, and it marked a major milestone for the country. This major milestone was a organized Filipino Open sponsored and held at Manila Golf Club. And this location was the oldest national sporting event in the country and one of the oldest in Asia. However, the tournament reflected social divisions of the time, and from 1913 to 1929, there was no Filipinos that were allowed to participate. It wasn't until 1929 that there was a historical victory of a Filipino caddy. Their name was Larry. This caddy that won the tournament began and changed the history within the sport. We're going to do a video dedicated to that caddy. But until then, take a look at more videos to come.